Very cool. Now, how did you picked your niche? You already knew what niche you wanted to go into. Did you do any market research to feel like, how am I going to sell this movie to that niche?
Yeah, you basically like I knew that. So on your show, you have described, and I don't want to like plug Indie Film Hustle so
It's
much, but
fine.
it's the
It's
truth.
fine.
So
It's
like I've
fine.
been doing this now for the better part of 10 years, but until I came across Indie Film Hustle, I didn't know about like marketing my film. I didn't know about anything. But on your show, you're like, you need to join Facebook groups within your niche, and you need to have a presence there, whatever that niche is, whether it's, I mean, there's a millionaire who made the sriracha hot sauce documentary, and she found the niche or whatever, he or she found the niche, and she marketed directly to those people because that's what they want. They needed that. So in your description, you said you need to find those groups, you need to find your target audience, and you need to get in front of them and build your name. So that's exactly what I did. I joined all of the horror groups that I knew of, and I just shared content, whether it was relatable or it was healthy and valuable or whatever. I just wanted to make sure that my name was known in there before I made the film. And then I made the film, and then I already had an audience. So like that's how I essentially built the audience who was going to look at it. But I knew before then that like horror fans, they're like, I don't know any NASCAR fans personally, but I know that NASCAR fans are diehard. Like if their favorite driver drinks Mountain Dew, they're going to drink Mountain Dew. That's it. And horror fans are kind of the same way. Horror fans will go to conventions, they'll get tattoos, they'll pay $80 to meet their favorite horror icon or whatever. So I knew all that stuff, and I'm a horror fan, so I'm a diehard horror fan, so I'm that guy too. So I knew that I had to make something that was like for me and that audience. But it was because that I came across the show. Again, like I hate to keep plugging the show because I am a fanboy of it. I've listened to every episode, over 300 now. But it's the truth. Early on, you said the riches are in the niches, and if it doesn't matter if it's an olive oil. Was it? No, you say a vegan chef.
Yes, the Vegan Chef movie.
Yeah, yeah. So you said you always say that, and that's the truth. So you have to find your niche at our budget level. If you're going to do a micro budget indie, you are going to have to niche out.
Without question. And what I find always is best for filmmakers is that if they go to a niche that they are themselves a part of. So this audience because you are the avatar, you are the perfect consumer for the product you're creating. So you even understand the language they speak, the history of that niche. You have years of market research in that niche, just like I did when I opened up Indie Film Hustle, when I distributed my very first short film, Broken, when I sold it to filmmakers, because I knew those customers, that audience, because I was that audience. So I always say, if it's going to be your first movie, try to find a niche that's of something that you already have a deep, deep well of information about, because it'll just make it all the much better, as opposed to making the jelly bean movie, where I don't particularly like jelly beans, but there's a big need for a jelly bean movie all of a sudden, and you have to do a lot of research about that. You're not going to be able to. It's going to take you a little longer. Do you agree?
Oh, I agree. I think that then it's genuine. So like just like you're saying, I think that there's somebody who's listening to this right now who's like, ooh, I know that Fortnite's popular. I never played it, but I'm going to go make a Fortnite movie. And, but if you're not truly passionate about it, then that's going to show through in the film, and it's got to be genuine from the heart and something that you really, really know. And yeah, you could probably go and do like a ton of market research on Fortnite and stuff. But if you're not truly passionate about it, if you not love it, if you didn't come in it, when it came out and all that stuff, then it's probably not the right thing for you to do. But yeah, I agree 100%. Totally.
Now, normally I would ask on the show what the budget of your movie is, and this is a lesson that I want everyone to listen to right now. There was a movie, I'm not kidding you, there was a movie with a director friend of mine who is a big-time director. He's done studio movies and everything like that, and he made a micro-budget film with an actress who is a big actress. And they all did it really fun and everything, and while she was doing an interview, they were in negotiations to buy that film for, I think it was going to be like $300,000-$500,000 they were going to pay for this micro budget film because she's a big star. She was in an interview and said the budget of the film, which happened to be like $5,000, and all of a sudden that deal went away. purely because they made the mistake of releasing that information. So I do ask the budget of the film on the show many times with other guests. But if you are that's generally after you've done the movie, after you've done the release, after those deals have been done, then you should release that information. I know you're in the middle of those deals as we speak, so I advise you not to say it, but we're going to say it's under $500,000. Is that a fair assumption?